Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Golf Gossip. I'm one of your hosts, Shan Coughlin.
And I'm the other, Jamie Catola.
And we're the real wives of golf professionals. And, man, we don't even know where to start today.
No, we thought we had the show all ready to go. And then at the last minute, we decided to add a segment that is going to be a little controversial to everybody in the golf community.
And a lot of communities, but that, it's gossip, so we need to talk about it. But let's get started with something I know that is near and dear to your heart.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm actually going to win something.
I sent the picture of Rory on Instagram with the boot
Yes.
to Shan.
Yep.
And I said,
He was booted.
No, was what I wrote.
At least he was playing a real sport when he got hurt.
Shan's a big soccer football person.
Yes, I love soccer. But it is unfortunate.
You think?
I mean,
I'm going to lose the bet.
Yep. Yes.
Unless your two boys completely wet the bed.
Yep. Which they could.
They could. And I don't know if he's out for the season. I just know he's out for the British Open.
No. He was actually going to come back and has decided to make it more of a long-term commitment. But here's the thing about any injury of an athlete. We never know how bad it really is because they're not going to tell us.
No.
But it looked to be, that was a heck of a brace on his ankle. He's playing soccer. They say he ruptured a ligament in his ankle. That's pretty bad. I have not heard anything. I have not heard the surgery word. So that's good.
Yeah, I hope he comes back soon. I'm so upset I'm going to have to watch the British Open without him.
I know he can't defend. That's probably, and here's the thing. My son is obviously not Rory talented in soccer, but, we don't let him do other sports during the season because you can get hurt
reason.
and not be able to play your sport.
Which is funny because my husband is the same way. He will not do any other sports that could possibly injure a limb.
Right.
Or
During
his
golf
back.
season, yeah.
Pretty much all year round because he also has to teach. So he's like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need to do water skiing. I don't need to go skiing, ice skate, nothing that could potentially
hurt him.
Yeah, so he's just strictly golf.
So this is really just a shout out. No gossip here, just a shout out. We hope Rory gets better.
You all know my love for Rory.
Shan's finally going to win, maybe.
We'll see. We'll see.
I know.
We got a ways to go.
We do. So let's get to the U.S. Open is coming up, and I just want to mention
British Open.
I said U.S. Open. We already had that. The British Open's coming up, or the Open, I guess. That's what confuses me.
They call it now the Open.
Right, because I just have Open written on my notes. And I think it's really cool that Spieth and Johnson are paired up with Matsuyama. That should be a great opening round. I think they will push each other. I think we'll see some low scores in that group.
Yeah, I think Spieth is on his train. He's still doing really
good. Are you on
good.
the train yet?
I'm not on the train yet.
Let me tell you, I went back
and now that Rory is hurt, I am really not on the train yet.
I went back and listened to one of our segments a few times ago, and this is when his first win. His first win of the season. I was like, why are you not on the Masters?
The Masters, I know. I wasn't on
the train. And you're still not on the train?
Still not on it. In fact, last
She's
night.
hopeless, folks.
I was very busy all weekend. My husband was traveling, and he says, Spieth is in a playoff right now to win. I said, I don't care. He's going to win. That's all I said.
Well, at least you knew
and
the
he's
truth.
like, you don't care. I was like, no, not right now. I don't care.
Okay.
So, I was being truthful. He was going to win. I said, the old guy, Tom Gillis, is going to choke as soon as he has to get paired up with the kid. That was my exact response.
Hey, the old guy hung on for one hole. He didn't choke to the second one.
If Spieth, we'll see how he does. I might get on the train after this tournament. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not really a fair weather fan, so.
Well, that is good. But I do think that this first round pairing is pretty cool. Lots of people are talking about it.
If Rory was playing,
wouldn't that be a foursome?
It would.
That would be a foursome.
Yeah. Even if just Spieth and Rory were teamed up together, I would have
Ricky. Because Ricky just won.
Yeah,
that would be a good threesome as well.
But he's not, so.
Okay, so speaking of practice rounds, Tiger and Duffner played a practice round together.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
In case all of you are, I'm sure most of you do not know this information. Because
I think they would.
I think a lot of our listeners are men.
Well, yeah.
The National Enquirer, and this was another thing I sent to Shan. I said, whoa, baby. And the National Enquirer reported that Tiger Woods and Amanda Duffner are having it's not really an affair. They're both separated and divorced, but they did have an affair while Duffner.
Well, per them, this is what they're reporting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was Lindsay and Jason still in the picture. That he flew her up to Chambers Bay prior to his rounds. So this was during practice round.
Yep.
Now,
And then they go and play a practice round together. I don't know.
they said they did that to defunct, and that's Jason and Tiger played their practice round
On
this
Sunday,
week
yeah.
on Sunday together. They say that was just to ward off the reporters. I mean, if you're a guy and this other dude is sleeping with your wife, are you
Ex-wife.
really gonna? Well, I mean, who knows at the time?
That's
who knows
true,
the
yeah,
truth?
yeah.
I mean, are you really gonna be like, "Hey, dude, let's tee it up," you know,
I
for
don't
the
know.
face, like for the PR?
Hey, I could.
I think there would be some choice words going on at the range.
I
You
don't know.
Maybe he'd go next to him, and while he's hitting, be like, "Hey, you bleep, bleep, bleep.
I don't know. Guys
Good luck
are
on that
different
swing.
about this thing.
Maybe you'll shoot another 80-something."
I don't know. Guys are.
That's what
different
I
on
would
this
do if
whole
I was
thing.
Jason Duffner. I would totally talk in his ear and be like, "Are you going to miss that shot again? Are you going to shoot in the 80s? Are you going to come in last place?" I would just be like hounding him the whole time.
Yep.
And you can't just like quit, because then it's like, why did Tiger quit in the
Yep.
middle of the practice round? I mean, I'm just not, I don't know. There's something strange about this.
Where was Marco Mira? Doesn't he always play with Marco Mira?
Yes, they're like BFFs. He might not be there yet.
Okay.
Or he's like, you know what, this is all you.
I'm still all about this practice round.
So-
We're gonna have to watch this.
Here's 5
and look,
things
they're all
about
like laughing.
Amanda Duffner that we're going to talk
Oh,
about.
God.
Okay, so first off, Tiger's agent said it's a no-go right away. He said it's 100% false, this rumor. But no one knows why the Duffners got divorced. It just
It's all
happened.
rumors. Yeah.
And, I mean, he got skinny. It's not like he got worse, you know? So, I mean, if
Hey,
she
she
wanted
married him when he was larger.
I know,
so-
and then he got better, and now she's like, "Oh, I don't want you." I don't know. I'm not really buying that either. Okay, so she is known for her Instagram account. She loves to post like racy photos, and she deleted it right before
Chambers Bay
Chambers Bay.
deletes her entire Instagram account. Who
yeah.
does that?
Nobody does
Do you
that.
think she knows that if she goes into her iCloud account, she can get it all back?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how bright she is. We do know that Tiger admitted to cheating on Lindsay
Yes.
while they were in therapy. He admitted to that. But nobody knows who it was. Okay.
Or whom? Or whose? Or what's the plural of that?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, history can repeat itself.
The
It's
other
they.
day, I was watching
They,
something on
them,
Nat
yeah.
Geo, and Rachel Yucatel happened to be one of the commentators. I thought that was funny.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, Rachel Yucatel,
Yeah,
who
yeah,
was
yeah,
the girl Tiger.
She was on what?
Like, they were doing, like, I Love the 2000s, and it was, like, on Nat Geo, and I was like, hey, that's the girl Tiger slept with.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, right? And then, like, lastly, like we said, the rumor was that he flew her out to
Yeah.
Chambers Bay. So Shannon and I have predicted every single affair, and we
Almost,
have
yeah.
been on the money. We're sticking with the National Enquirer on this one. We believe it. There's certain things as women that you just don't do unless you think you're going to get caught. And
Deleting your Instagram
deleting your
account
Instagram, that's where
is
we're
a
going
monster
on.
red flag.
Yeah, and
But-
this whole playing together is a, yeah, I'm not buying it. It's
I'm not.
fake.
Somebody did. I don't know. I can't even imagine.
So we would like to know what you guys think about Jason Duffner and Tiger Woods playing together.
Okay, so speaking of other bimbos in the golf arena, Holly Saunders got reassigned. I'm sorry.
And we're not
She-
talking about gender reassignment.
No,
just
not yet.
But we are just talking about Holly Saunders
Which you're
getting
going to,
reassigned.
right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. But we
might-
thought, you know what? I read this headline as Holly Saunders resigned, and I
She did.
misread it. Maybe it was wishful thinking. She got reassigned, and I will stick by the fact that the one thing to her credit is she does have a good golf resume. She just
Right.
really messed up, and the fact that the producers at Fox Sports got so defensive about it was just really bad. We mess up sometimes, and we just
Never.
What did she do?
What did she do?
Oh.
We covered that like
Wait,
2
yeah.
shows ago, Joe.
Go back into thegolfdirector.com
Yeah.
to the archives. No,
And you'll
it was
see
her
what we had to
total
say about her
debacle
after the
on
US Open.
her interviews with the players at the U.S. Open. It was bad. Somebody needed to be in her ear. They have all that fancy equipment to talk. I mean, you can talk to us without people hearing about it. Hopefully, they would have that at least that much equipment to help her out. But no,
Yeah.
the fifth wardrobe question was the doing in. And she even came back and said to all the haters, she did the best she could and things like that. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. She's been reassigned, and, who knows how that'll all come off. But Holly Saunders,
So what's she reassigned to?
they never said.
They didn't say, but clearly she won't be doing the Women's U.S. Open,
Yeah,
basically.
they said she would not doing she did not because it was.
They're going to send her to Detroit in the middle of November and make her do a report in the cold. That's
know.
her reassignment.
I'm not going to.
You're going to Green Bay.
They said that she could not do the post game and the player interviews.
Yeah.
It was just too much to ask for one person.
I mean,
Yeah. So here's the thing. They at least are recognizing
post games
it now.
aren't even in studios, though. They do it on course. So I don't understand that. If you can't get to a tee-ball on the putting green and from the clubhouse to do a post game after an interview and commercials, I mean, Fox, get it together then. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
They're still posting racy pictures of her, though, so I guess that's the important
I mean,
part.
Jim Nance doesn't have a problem at the Masters being like, hey, can I interview you? And I'm going to go do the post game. I mean, come on.
In the cabin. He has a long way to go.
No kidding.
Okay. Moving on.
All right.
Man Up Monday. Got to cover this. The boat people. I don't know what else to call them.
We're going to call them boat people. That's right.
But when there's a big blimp in the sky, you can't get away with anything.
No.
Especially when you fire off an air cannon.
What a
Why
bunch of
would you
morons.
fire off an air cannon?
For those who are wondering what happened, Zach Johnson was on the
17th?
16th
Oh, 16th green?
for a 35-foot birdie putt now.
And he was only one back.
He was.
Yep.
And in the middle, when he was just about to take the club back, a cannon goes off.
Yep, right. And he jumped like 4 feet. 4
And
feet.
nobody knew what it was. It didn't happen again. And then afterwards, everybody found out that it was some boaters nearby had shot it off.
Yeah, and they were on like a pontoon boat. It was,
Yes.
again, massive blimp right in the sky.
You
Big
can see it
cameras
on video.
everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's on camera.
I feel bad for Zach, though, because you could tell it shook him because it sounded like somebody was shooting. It really did.
I thought it was bigger than that. Like, it sounded like an explosion.
Exactly. And,
So he
it's
didn't
just
make
a
the
shame.
birdie putt,
No,
obviously.
he made the par, but
I mean, 35-foot birdie putt, too. I mean, come on. Was he going to make it? Who knows?
1 in 10.
1 in 10.
shot.
Exactly. Let's just add a cannon to it. Now it's
All right, so boat people quit doing that. It's just like people yelling in the hole or
mashed potatoes.
Mash-
That's my
yes.
boy. I can't stand that
up
one.
with mashed potatoes.
You know,
Get
someone's
over it.
got like a 70-foot putt and they're like, in the hole. Or even like from the driver, they're like, off the tee, they're like, in the hole. It's like, it's a par 5, you moron. Like, keep your mouth shut or don't attend.
You know what? It was like when we went to the practice round of the Masters, because I'm just going to push that button on you one more time. And people were like, why are they hitting it? Well, how did they hit that one so good to that part of the green and the other one to the total other side of the green? Why would they do that? I'm like, it's a practice round. That's where Saturday's pin's going to be.
That's right. And so if the people are morons in the crowd,
This
Bill
is
Murray
awesome.
finally got his revenge.
Yes.
This
This was
is-
awesome.
You know, he's crazy, and we all know Bill Murray's crazy. So what he decided to do was give his autograph onto someone's forehead. However, it wasn't his autograph. It was Miley Cyrus's
He
autograph.
signed Miley Cyrus on someone's forehead.
I mean, and I hope
love
it was
Bill
the
Murray.
mashed potatoes guy, okay? That's all I got to say. Here you go.
Go, Bill.
Go, Bill. We like that.
That's all. He should be our man crush Monday just for that.
He should. We are going to make
In
him.
that awful
yeah, that's
bandana.
it.
He's our man crush
Man Crush Monday, Bill Murray, Miley Cyrus.
Because it takes some gonads to do that.
Gonads. So gonads is our new favorite word today, guys. We're going to tell you why.
Talk about a segue.
Yes, that was a great
I mean,
segue.
the whole
Hey,
reassignment thing, and then gonads.
Holly's reassignment, and now it takes some
to
gonads.
sign Miley Cyrus' name on someone's
Miley
forehead.
Cyrus's name.
We were just sitting around talking, getting ready for the segment today, and I don't know why it popped in my head, but I said something about, I wonder what tease or how Bruce Jenner is now playing golf. Is he playing as he's obviously playing as a woman.
Yeah,
And
and
so-
he's like a 5 handicap.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
5.5. And so we started doing a little research, and there is a publication, now I got to pull it back up now, that says that his handicap has now been scratched. It's in the UK. What was it called?
It was on the Daily Mirror, on
Yep.
the Mirror in the UK.
In the UK. And he is now, their reporting started from scratch on his handicap. He's not going to have she is not going to have Bruce's handicap.
Right.
And it said in that report that because she was not allowed, according to USGA rules. So then we were like, what's the USGA rule?
Yeah, so then we were like, well, that's kind of weird because the one thing she has come out and said that, yes, she did have a breasts done and that.
And her, like some facial
and
stuff.
facial, and she's done the hormones, but she said she would not share with the public if she were to go all the way and cut off the wang. So we were
gender reassignment surgery.
right.
Isn't that cutting off the wang?
It's cutting off the wang. So
I was trying to be respectful.
yeah, and
There's nothing respectful about this.
about cutting off the wang.
Okay.
So that got us thinking. We said, well, what are the USGA rules? So I pop it in, and I keep getting the same response. Go to the policy, the gender policy,
USGA
gender
gender
policy.
policy.
We checked handicap, we checked everything, and everything kept saying, please reference gender policy. So, according to the gender policy for the USGA,
And we pulled this right off the
yeah,
website.
and I'm going to read this for it. You have to have proof of gender if you've had a reassignment surgery, any point after puberty. So, if you had a gonadectomy, okay,
No, that's the word.
that's the word of the day.
That's the word that's in the rule, though.
USGA.
It
Right?
is.
That's not
Drink
your word.
every time we
It
say
says
it.
prerequisite for eligibility.
Yes.
A gonadectomy.
Gonadectomy no less than 2 years prior to the entry deadline. Okay.
For any specific championship.
Specific championship. Now we know they're saying championship, but we even looked up like just in general your handicap, and everything kept saying go to this rule. So this is what we're sticking with. It says that you have to have documentation in triplicate via overnight or first class, sent confidential and addressed to the chief legal officer of the USGA. And what has to be included are identification of the physician who conducted preoperative psychiatric evaluation, including name, address, and phone number. So you can't make up a fake doctor.
Right.
Hospital records confirming the completed surgical gonadectomy. All office records documenting followed up treatment. An executed waiver allowing members of the USGA medical panel to contact all treating physicians.
So here's the thing. If you don't have the gonadectomy, then you can't apply in this way.
Correct.
And so you could keep your USGA handicap, right?
You could. Now, here is the other
That's
thing.
our assumption. That's what we're assuming.
We're assuming. Now, I also made the point of, well, you could just go into the GIN system, put a new name in, say you're a female, and go from there.
Right.
Which, Caitlyn Jenner could have done. However, Caitlyn Jenner is a celebrity and
Right.
plays in many celebrity events.
Right.
So she would need a little bit more than just let me sign up the GIN and here's my handicap.
Right. Because it's not like no one knows who she is. As a matter of fact,
Correct.
she'll probably get invited to more celebrity tournaments.
Right, because
now.
everybody's going to want to see her. So we're going to say with our gossip here and our amazing
What?
digging,
Digging?
digging,
Research?
that's the word, our research,
research.
It's
our
research.
research, that
You put 2 and 2 together.
we think that she
She's
had the
had-
surgery.
You broke the code.
We broke the code.
Because here's the thing. You don't have the surgery. You can
don't
keep
need-
Bruce's handicap.
Handicap.
But according to, I just found it again, the article in themirror.co.uk, she has already given up the handicap.
Yep.
So that means she has given up the wanger.
We think she had the gonadectomy.
So here's the thing about this all. It all started with us just kind of wondering what she would play as, and now I'm like, oh my gosh.
Are the T's transgender though? Because we said this.
No, she can play whatever tees she wants, just like you and I could play whatever tees we
Correct.
wanted. So that doesn't matter because that's that whole thing about them getting away from.
Right.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this off.
So your handicap is going to be, like for instance, a lot of seniors now are playing up, and
Yeah, and it'll be adjusted based on that.
yep, that's right.
But here's the other
She
thing.
could be penalized
Here's the other thing, though. Women.
for having her gonadectomy. Now she might be like a +5 because she got
You and I-
penalized
but
for
here's
it.
the thing. You and I, if we shot 72 from the, let's just say white tees,
Yes.
and Dale and Frank shot 72 from the white tees,
Yeah,
we would get,
they would ask us if we had a reverse gonadectomy.
No, we would get a better we would get better
Right,
favor in the handicap
exactly.
system. So
Yes, we
if she
would.
continues to play the exact same, she's going to end up with a more favorable handicap. And
That's what I'm saying. She's really, if she was a
somebody-
5 as a man,
Yeah.
let's say playing all the way back, and she continues
Yeah.
on that path, actually she'll probably do better playing
because
forward.
now she'll be like a 6 or 7 playing.
But
the
she
same-
might still play back and just be like, I'm playing back, and this is my handicap playing back.
Yeah, but here's the point: if you're a 5.5 as a man playing back, you would be more like a 7 as a woman playing back.
No,
Or 6
you
or
would be
7.
the same. It just
No,
matters
no,
on what the tees are. It
that's
doesn't
not-
matter what your sex is.
That's not what they said. They said if you register as a female, you get better
If
favor
all
from
of
the
us
same tees.
played the same tees and
Mm-hmm.
we all shot the same score, then we are all even. It does not matter if you have boobs and they don't.
Okay. That's not what they were saying in that article. They were saying that women get favored.
I don't really think the Daily Mirror knows much about golf.
Well, we'll have to verify that.
But that's why there's a handicap system.
Okay.
So we would all, if we all shot the same from the same tees, we would all be even.
but
However,
no,
if she
because-
moves up,
No, because the rating is different for men and women on those tees. So women's
but you're saying that
white tees rated for women are different than white tees rated for men. And so if you shot 72 and Dale shot 72, we get favor because the rating for women is different on the tees.
they do consider it for women.
Yeah, you always have a separate rating on the tees. That's why you have men's rating and women's rating. You don't have a rating.
Okay.
That's my argument.
Okay.
Well, double check.
We're going to have to double
You can
check
tell me I'm
that.
wrong. But there is a women's rating and a men's rating on the tees.
Yeah, but each tee, they don't put 2 ratings.
Yes, they do.
Well, they don't put on the scorecard both ratings.
No, they don't always do that, but they are rated 2 ways.
Okay.
Okay.
Then that makes sense then.
Yes. That was what I was trying to remember the catch that was going to.
Well, then that's the catch for her.
Yes.
Totally.
And so she's going to get a favorable handicap playing the same way.
I just want her to go out and play golf and we can find out what she's going to do.
Well, I'm sure she already has, so we just need to.
Somebody at that golf course has got to say
Say
something. I mean, there's paparazzi.
I don't know. They're saying they're being very respectful. Anyway,
I guess enough money will keep people respectful. I don't know.
I think. Listen, we now have obviously the gender policy was put in place in 2005. Caitlyn Jenner is not the first person to deal with this.
Clearly, no.
Okay.
She's just the first famous person to do it.
Yes. So
We'll see
I
what
feel
happens.
like we have purged.
I
some
know.
gossip.
I know. I think it was good. I want to know what everybody else thinks about this. So please
Has Caitlyn Jenner had the gonadectomy?
go gonadectomy. We are saying yes.
That we think based
That
on
is
the
our
2 and 2.
stance here at Golf Gossip.
Yep.
And we are also saying that Tiger's having an affair with Amanda Duffner.
Which is now not an affair because they're both single.
Right.
Right. She really does need to bring back her Instagram account, though. That was good fodder for our show.
No, you know what'll happen? She took it down, and then when they make the announcement, she's going to put it back up,
Okay.
and it's going to be a picture of her and Tiger. That's my prediction.
Okay. We'll hold you to that.
Yep.
Rory's out, so Bubba Watson's going to catch up on some points.
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky,
I need Ricky to win the Open.
oh, really? He just won last week. He won't win twice in a row.
I need it.
Can't do it.
I don't have Rory, and you still have 2 players in the game.
Yes.
For those
Spieth's
of you who
gonna
don't
win.
remember, she's got Jimmy Walker and Bubba Watson, and
Yep.
I have Rory and Ricky Fowler.
And I think Spieth is going to win, so neither one of us are going to get those points.
Boo-hoo.
Okay. Last but not least, Phil Mickelson obviously gambles on sports, which I don't think anyone cares. But the fact
cares?
that it's $2.75 million, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, but as I put it, let's say he's got $100 million in the bank, so like $100. Like, am I going to sit there and gossip because Shan lost $3 in a bet out of 100? Come on, it's like nothing. It's
Just-
chump change.
Yeah, but it's not $3. It's $2.75
It's all relative.
million.
If you have $100 million and you lose $3 million, it's like I had $100, I lost $3. It's not that big of a deal
Well, then why is it making headlines?
because nobody has anything to do. But everybody's always trying to nail Phil to the cross, and it hasn't happened. Just let him and his arthritis, leave him be.
Well, I tell you what, he's not in any kind of trouble. They haven't brought any charges. I think it's just a little embarrassing that he's losing. If you're going to bet that kind of money, you should learn how to win.
Can you imagine the guy on FanDuel.com who was playing against him?
Gosh.
He's like, I won $2.75 million from Phil Mickelson. He should not have bet on himself this season.
I know. He went to the Michael Jordan school of betting, I guess. Sorry. All right. That's going to do it for us today.
That's it.
Jamie, as always, it was fun. Do we have a baby update? Any new news on the baby?
We don't.
No, little LPGA star in the making.
That's it. She's still just cooking.
All right.
We got 17 more weeks, folks.
17 weeks.
Yep.
All right. Well, you're going to be a great mama.
Thanks.
So we will see you next time. Thank you as always.
Yep.
This edition of Golf Gossip has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting us at thegolfdirector.com, be sure to check out the featured golf course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and more. If you need help with your next golf vacation, give us a call here at 844-464-6531. To catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com because all of this stuff is archived for your listening and viewing on-demand pleasure. We are now available on over 1 billion devices at iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and on the Myrtle Beach Golf app. If you can't find us, something's wrong. This is your host, Shan Coughlin.
And Jamie Cotola.
Because we're the real wives of golf professionals here on Golf Gossip. On behalf of us and Jeff Behind the Glass, we thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.